Apostle Paul's first letter to the Corinthians, chapter 13, verses 1 through 13. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part, but when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. But when I became an adult, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part. Then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Growing up, my mom always repeated parts of this passage to me. Sometimes to comfort me, and sometimes to gently remind me of what is most important. I can't count how many times I've heard, remember, love is patient, love is kind, which in our house usually translated to, Ashton, please stop being such a brat. So I really do know these words inside and out. But what strikes me about hearing them today is that I see them so alive in the two of you. You see, when Paul talks about putting childish things behind, he's not saying that childhood is bad, but naming what love feels like and looks like when it ripens, when it becomes steady, tender, flavorful, and brave enough to last. For all my life, I have known my mom as someone whose love doesn't need any more maturing. Her heart is so pure and selfless, and I honestly thought could never be another person capable of showing her in return the love she so freely gives. Even myself, because you see, I really have to study these things to know it, but not my mom. She just embodies it. It's never theory for her, but presence and action. She loves faithfully, quietly, with a softness that makes space for everyone around her. And then Chuck came into our lives. Really came into our lives. He went from being one of my mom's random clients that I honestly could have cared less about, to a guy moving me into my dorm room, writing me some of my favorite birthday cards, and genuinely, becoming one of my few unconditional supporters and cheerleaders. I was stunned to realize that there was someone else who spoke the same language as Paul and my mom. I've seen Chuck meet her patience with gentleness, her generosity with steadiness, and her laughter with googly eyes and an unshakable smirk. Mom and Chuck, I love that your love has never only been about fireworks and grand gestures. It has been about faithfulness, about friendship, about the kind of steady companionship that proves Paul right, that eloquence, knowledge, prophecy, money, fame, it all is nothing without love at the center. You've known each other for 20 years and chosen again and again to show up for one another, for each other's kids, family, and friends. And you bear each other's sorrows and joys as if they were your own. That is not the shallow romance that our world often commercializes and celebrates, but the fierce, rooted love Paul says alone endures, because it shares in the life of God. Augustine once wrote, "Love is a kind of weight. Wherever it goes, it carries us." Today we see the beauty and glory of that weight, a love that has carried you across decades, steadied you through change, and brought you into this moment of flavor and fullness. So let's raise a glass. You know I don't have one.
Get her a glass.
To that rare kind of love, which usually we only just read about and hardly ever get to see. To love that bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. To my parents, cheers. Yep. Hey, Hallie. Hi, everyone. My name is Hallie. I can't promise I'll speak as eloquently as my sister did, but I'm going to try. And I'm also going to attempt to get through this loud here, but I'm happy to promise. I am the very proud daughter of the beautiful bride. My earliest memory of my mom is her singing "You Are My Sunshine" to me as a toddler. And the truth is, she has always been my sunshine. She's the constant I've orbited around, my light, my warmth, and the reason I am who I am today. She not only gave me life, but she gave me a life that I love, which I think is much more special. She's been my biggest cheerleader, my fiercest protector, and the one that taught me that kindness is not a weakness, but it's a superpower. Ooh, sorry. She showed me what love really means. Not just the kind that you get to read about in bedtime stories, but the kind that shows up every single day, like Chuck. The love that rushes to school when you forget your lunch every day. Cheers in the pouring rain at every swim meet, and stays up all night long helping with a project that you definitely should have told her about weeks earlier. Growing up, I watched her juggle countless of roles. Mom, dad, counselor, tutor, and coach. And somehow she was extraordinary at everyone. That's why she has always deserved someone who truly sees her, someone who celebrates her heart, supports her dreams, and makes her laugh until her cheeks hurt. And I'm so happy to say that that's exactly who Chuck is. And I would not say that about a lot of people. Chuck, you came into our lives and brought a kind of steady, genuine love that's impossible to miss. I mean, anyone that sees you guys together can attest to how deeply you love her. You've shown patience, humor, and kindness, not only towards my mom, but towards me too. You don't just love her, but you bring out the best in her. I see how safe she feels with you, how she lights up around you, and how you two can laugh about just about anything. And for that, I'm grateful. I'll be honest that I'm not the best sharer, okay? I'm the youngest sibling. And I haven't always been the best sharer with my mom. But with you, I've never felt like I was losing her. Instead, it felt like gaining more family, more love, and more reasons to smile. And I don't know where everyone is, but to Trista, I know Kate isn't here. Danica, Gwen, and Charlie, I'm so happy to gain such an amazing family.
Mom, thank you for being my sunshine. And Chuck, thank you for loving my sunshine in a way that makes her shine even brighter. And for showing me what partnership and devotion really look like. And I'm sure no one here will oppose to drinking again, so let's raise our glasses! To my mom and Chuck, to a love that is steady and joyful and radiant enough to light the way for a lifetime together. To my sunshines.